These sets of chapters so far has been by a clear mile the best sets of chapters I've read to date in the whole entire series, man. Alright, last time we left off with Liandrin betraying the 4 girls that she had brought with her to Falme. She handed Egwene and Nynaeve in specific over to Suroth, another dark friend we can assume, and we also know that Nynaeve was too strong, so she managed to escape with Elayne, while Min and Egwene got captured by them. And we know that Egwene is now a demane and how she is getting tortured, so nothing is good for Egwene at the moment. And we know that Rand's party is also trying to track down Padan Fain. Now in this part we start off with Rand's point of view. Now Rand's party, they're still looking for Padan Fain, however Huron is having a very hard time tracking down Padan Fain. Like, I don't know why, but he can't seem to track him down. He's been to multiple cities and he can smell something that's bad, but he says that it's not Padan Fain, it's something that's bad, like something that's worse than a murder or something like that. So I wonder what that could be, man, but it didn't really tell us exactly what it is. And we also find out through Varen that the Seanchan people are actually people from Arthur Hawkins, bro. So that is kind of confirmed, and I'm not sure if it is like 100%, but so far for now we can assume that these are people of Arthur Hawkins, man. And also here, yo, Ingtar is a bit too obsessed with the horn, bro. I always like noticed that like he had a thing for the horn, but then yo, the ending just made this, all of these times where Ingtar was talking about the horn a bit too much, it makes sense at the end. We also see in this chapter that Rand is still continuously growing as a character, like he's showing leadership skills. For example, they went to a city where it was like abandoned completely, it was empty, and all there was left were like clothes of other people, and Rand was the one who actually came up with the idea to disguise themselves as like normal people so they could sneak into a different city where Padan Fain can be. And then that same night when he was about to go to sleep, yo, okay, this is definitely not a dream. Ba-Al-Zamon was right next to his bed, and yo, Ba-Al-Zamon this time, he was like to Rand, listen, you have been coming back to life multiple times, Luz, Theron Telemann, but this time, the wheel will break. Like, you cannot come back in a different age or something like that, yeah? So, Ba-Al-Zamon's like, you might as well just serve us right now, because, listen, man, I'm technically the only one who can teach you how to use that one power, so you might as well come. And then Rand was about to use Sidene, but then he was like, no, I do not want to use Sidene, so he let go of the void. And yeah, man, Ba-Al-Zamon, he left, but then he also left like some marks of him, bro, so we know he's real. Ba-Al-Zamon here is actually getting more real and real as we read more, so he's going to be very relevant towards the end of this part. Anyway, moving on to Nynaeve's point of view, bro. Yo, Nynaeve and Elayne, they sneaked in Falme, right? They also kind of did the same thing that Rand did. They're wearing like clothes to kind of disguise themselves. And Nynaeve and Elayne, they're very cautious, they're very low-key, they're keeping outside of the Manes and Suldams. And Nynaeve, yo, she absolutely hates the idea of this whole Adam being changed to a Demane and then it's leashed onto a Suldam. She absolutely hates it, bro. We know how much she hates it. She gets sick of just seeing it, of how it plays out. And yeah, bro, Nynaeve is absolutely not happy about it. And one funny part in this chapter is Elayne. Elayne stole a bunch of apples by using the one power, and then Nynaeve was like, yo, wait, did you use the one power? Like, what are you doing? You know that there's Demanes and Sedai that could be around here that could easily track us. And then Elayne was like, nah, don't worry, I'm careful. But you, however, I've seen you use the one power in some situations, and I think this is where they mentioned where Nynaeve actually tried to break a collar of a Demane. I read these chapters twice actually, so I'm not sure if he broke it, but she had tried it. And yo, this shows development, bro. Like, Nynaeve is no joke when it comes to the one power. She is extremely talented, even with barely any training, man. And we will see that power increase progressively as we go on into this part. And then we move on to Egwene's point of view, and this chapter was quite tough, man. So Egwene, she has been channeling the one power without permission because she's by herself, and every time she uses the one power without a Suldam around, she gets sick and she wants to vomit. Like, she feels bad, you know what I mean? So it's like the Adams has some kind of control to counter her using the one power, and every time she thinks about hurting the Sul'dam, it will like force her to stop in such a brutal way. Like mentally it's so tough for Egwene at the moment. And she also has Min, who's visiting her every single week, and Min tells her, you know, she's trying to cheer her up, but then Egwene was like, nah, this is it for me, like I'm gonna go to the Arith Ocean. Like these people actually see something in me. Apparently I have like some special power with the earth element, how I could track down like minerals underground, and they are trying to take advantage of me, so you might as well just escape right now. And hey man, I'm here to accept my fates. And yo, Egwene is just completely broken, bro. Like, god damn, bro. We also know that they're making Egwene do some intensive training with the one power, bro. She has been training a lot with the one power, like more than she has ever even trained in the White Tower, so that's mad. And then this part absolutely pissed the crap out of me, bro. So Rhaena, Egwene's Sul'dam, came in and she noticed how Egwene was using the one power, and then she's like, so is that how you want to play? So oh good man, like I can punish you more, and I will punish you more because I'm a bad person, you know what I'm saying? And damn, bro, she also gave her a nickname called Tully, bro. Like Egwene is pretty much Rhaena's dog, bro. Like she is Rhaena's dog. While Min was walking out, she heard Egwene scream, bro. She was screaming, she was struggling, like it was horrible, bro. And then that's where Min was crying as well. She just couldn't help it. She couldn't hold back the tears. And then, bro, luckily she saw Nynaeve and Elayne. Then they approached each other, they embraced each other. It was so happy to see them connect again. And that's when Min told Nynaeve and Elayne about a boat that's going to leave soon, and that they might take them as well. And that boat was actually Bael Damon's boat, the Spray. And that's where Nynaeve took leadership again, and she's like, you know what, let me talk to this captain and I'm gonna persuade him, so don't worry, just take me to the captain right now. And that's what they did. And Nynaeve was like to Bael Damon, listen, take us with you right now. And then Bael Damon's like, nah man, I don't want to mess around with no Daemoners, no Sul'dams, nothing like that, man. And that's when Nynaeve, bro, she acted like an Aes Sedai, bro. She took out her ring, because all accepted get a ring, I think. And then she's like, you know what, I'm an Aes Sedai, man, so these Daemoners ain't got shit on me, bro. And then Bael Damon was like, but you're just one. And then Nynaeve was like, nah, don't worry, man, I'm gonna bring like 2 more, so just be ready and yeah, just take us, yeah. And then Bael Damon was like, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So Nynaeve, she has that under control. And now we move on to Bornhold's point of view, bro. So Bornhold, he bought a massive army to Falme, and he also kind of knew that he was going to die in this battle, so he told his assistant Via to go back and tell his son and the captain Pedron Nile, I think, about the situation, about how there's dark friends, the Aes Sedai, the Seanchan, the Daemoners and all that stuff. He needs to inform them. He also actually saw Perrin's party just leaving the area because they were sent to scout the area, so they could come to a decision how they were going to go to Falme. And then he was like to Baya, I think he said, like, also mentioned that Perrin is like a dark friend or something like that. So Perrin is in a sitch right now, do you know what I mean? With the White Cloaks, of course. Now, while Perrin's party was going back to Rand's party, right? They told him about the situation, and like Ingtar wanted to take a whole squad of soldiers there. Everyone wanted to go. Loyal wanted to go, like everyone, until Varen was like, listen, you guys are dumb, bro. Stop being dumb, bro. You guys are gonna get noticed eventually, so might as well just send like 5 people max, man. We can't send more than 5. And then Loyal was like, but I want to go with Rand, bro. I want to go with Rand. That's my guy, bro. And then Varen was like, listen, Loyal, you are too handsome, man. You cannot go there. You're gonna attract all the ladies there, so we cannot let you go. You are just gonna get bring too much attention. So yeah, you're pretty much gonna stand out, so you can't go. And she said you guys can't bring any extra soldiers, so it's pretty much Hurin, Rand, Mat, Perrin, and Ingtar. These are the 5 people that were sent to Falme. Coming back to Nynaeve's point of view, so Nynaeve formulated a plan to actually disguise herself as a Sul'dam, do you know what I mean? So they kind of ambushed a Demani and a Sul'dam. So what Nynaeve did was, through a small distance, she got rid of a collar of a Demani, and after that happened, that Demani straight away struck the Sul'dam and ran away, and that's when Nynaeve ambushed. She literally got a bag and like bagged the Sul'dam up, and then they like ambushed her. And the thing is, like, no one seemed to mind, like everyone seemed to be very content, and that's what Nynaeve was hoping for. So anyway, once that happened, Nynaeve took all her clothes, she put it on herself, and her initial plan was to make Elayne the Demani, and Elayne just as a guest, like, because she's already known to be like an extra there, do you know what I mean? So that was the initial plan. But when Nynaeve put on the Adam, she was like, yo, this is horrible, bro. Like, this, that her hatred towards these people just increased on that spot. So she was like, you know what, you there, girl, the Sul'dam, whose name was Sita, you are gonna be my Demane, and Elayne, you're gonna be my servant. So that's what their plan, and that's how they tried to sneak in the Demane's area. Now, while that was happening, Rand's party came to Falme. Now, while they were trying to find where the dagger and the horn was, because Hurin was having a tough time trying to track down Padan Fain, because he could sense Padan Fain all over the place. So they were having a tough time at first, and that just that showed us what was in the town. Rand saw gromes in the town, the things that were from the other world through the portal stones. There are gromes here. That's very interesting. Initially I was like, gromes, does that mean Selene is here? Because my prediction was that Selene is the one that controls the gromes. So I was like, Selene might be here. But weren't the gromes also under the Seanchan people? I'm not sure. There were also those creatures that the Seanchan people controls. They were also there. And Hurin eventually found some scent that led towards like a house or a building. I'm not sure. It was like a royal kind of place, you know what I mean? And that's where Ingtar grew desperate, bro. Ingtar was like, yo, I need the horn. So he went first. He killed a couple of people. They sneaked into the house, and that's where Matt felt the connection with the dagger. So Matt took the lead there. He led them to a room, and then the dagger and the horn literally was in that room. And like, I picked this up on my second read. When Ingtar saw the horn, he was like, oh, thank God, bro, I am saved. And once I read it in the on my second read, it makes sense why he said that, but that just hits me so much deeper, bro. Like, far out, man. Anyway, just before they were about to escape, Rand was looking out the window just to see if everything was safe, right? And then he saw Egwene as a Demane with the chain around her, and he was like, yo, we can't leave without Egwene, bro. And then everyone was like, are you sure it's Egwene? Are you sure? And Rand was like, yes, I am not leaving without Egwene. And while they were arguing back and forth, Turak came in, bro. And yeah, from here onwards, everything was about to go down, bro. Now, Turak was not happy at all. He told one of his soldiers to take back the horn and the dagger, and while that soldier reached out for, I think, one of those two, Matt, he used his Shadar Logoth dagger, he sliced him, and this was not a normal slice. Like, he blackened up. Everything was just black all around him. It just took him until he was in agony, as the book described it. And damn, bro, Matt's dagger is pure dangerous. I'm interested to see how he is going to use it in the future, because I think that dagger will be a part of Matt for the long run. So that's interesting. And then that's where it was like a fight. So everyone took a man to themselves, or like multiple men, I'm not sure. But Rand took on Turak. And when Turak got his sword out, it was a heron blade. So now Rand has a proper opponent this time, bro. Rand is up against a blade master, bro. So this is Rand's proper challenge. And most of this fight, yeah, Rand was on the back foot the whole time, bro. Turak was just testing him out, and then he took advantage. And yeah, Rand was struggling the whole entire time, bro, until he seeked for the void. And this time, he did not reach out for Saidin. He was like, yo, I need to prove myself. I want to use the void without the Saidin. So that's what he did. And then he took advantage of it, bro. He was in the front foot, and that's how he beat Turak, bro. He actually defeated a blade master, rightly so. It took us 2 books to get for Rand to actually develop as a proper fighter, man. And after that happened, all of the servants that Turak had, they killed themselves, bro. Like, god damn, bro, they got a knife. I think they cut their throat. Like, zoom, bro, and they were gone, but they're like, these are the people that I'm only gonna serve, and now they're dead. Hey man, we might as well just die as well, man. So that happened, bro, and yo, that's crazy. And then Ingtar was like, listen, we need to go right now, we can't go for Egwene. And Ran was feeling very guilty, bro, while they were leaving, bro. Anyway, while that was happening, Nynaeve and Elayne and Min, they were sneaking in the Demane area because I think what Ran and his party had done kind of created a bit of chaos, so that kind of cleared up some paths for them. And while they went in the Demani area and they sneaked into Egwene's room, Egwene was so happy to see them, bro. She thought she was dreaming, bro. And yeah, that was a very good moment, bro. Like, far out, man. Then Nynaeve set Egwene free. She got rid of the collar by using the one power, and yeah, they embraced each other. And then Egwene, I think, changed her clothes into some other clothes, and she also noticed that Sita was being used as a demane, and then that's where Egwene told her that she figured something out, how all Sul'dams have like some sort of affinity to the one power. So it's like women can either be born with the one power and doesn't need to be taught if they want to use it or not. So it's like Nynaeve, when she listens to the wind, no one ever taught her, it just happened. So that's how Nynaeve, that's how people become Aes Sedai, I think, you know what I mean? And then there's other women who have the ability to actually learn, so it's like the affinity. That's why the Sul'dams are connected to the Adames, so they could kind of learn and basically kind of like unlock their ability towards the one power. So that is very, very interesting. I wonder if that also applies to men, bro. What if Matt or Perrin has some kind of similar situations, which I will get to in a bit. Anyway, then Rena comes in, and then she was a bit confused at start. She was like, "What are you guys doing with my pet here, bro?" And she called Egwene Tully, and that's where Egwene got pissed off, bro. Like, Egwene went from Egwene to iguana, bro, like a dangerous iguana, bro. Holy moly, bro. She attacked Rena, bro. Like, she smashed her with like a kettle or something, and then she grabbed the Adama and she buckled it around her neck, and she was strangling her. She was hissing, she was snarling, bro. Like, holy moly, I was not expecting this from Egwene, bro. She was clearly hurt so much she wanted to kill her, bro. And that's when Nynaeve had to hold her back, and Egwene broke down. She's like, "They hurt me so much, like I needed to do that, bro. They hurt me." And then Nynaeve was like, "Listen, do not become like these people, do not become like them." And then Egwene was like, "No, I will never, but still I wish she had died, bro." Like, that's the amount of trauma that Egwene had to go through. And after that, while Rena and both Sita was pretty much in the they had the shackles around their neck, they were terrified. Like, yo, karma, that's literally karma, bro. Justice always is served, bro. I'm glad that happened. Stuff Rena, bro. I actually hate her, bro. So now Egwene, Nynaeve and Elayne, they were trying to escape to the boat, and while they were trying to escape, they saw a bunch of Sean Chan's soldiers actually kind of towards that direction. So Nynaeve was like, "Listen, we have to be very low key, man. We need to try to sneak past them. That's our best chance." And then Egwene did something she was very stupid here. Like, I understand where she's coming from, because she's here thinking, if these people take me back, I'm gonna be a demane again. I do not want to become a demane. So what she did was she went crazy, bro. She used the one power to create like a massive earthquake or something like that, and this shows off the payoff of the training she went through as a demane, because now she is like very advanced with the one power. So while that was happening, I think the Demane or the Sul'dam, they countered back with some fireballs, and that pretty much separated the girls. And Nynaeve, I think she actually countered back by using lightning, bro. This is the first time we saw Nynaeve using lightning outside of like the testing area. So yo, Nynaeve is just strong. She is ridiculously strong at this moment, and Egwene also is getting really strong, but Egwene is a little stubborn. And yeah, like, Egwene, you always call Rand a wool-headed idiot, but this time you are literally acting like a wool-headed idiot. But I understand where you're coming from, I understand, so I guess I will accept it for now. But that pretty much created chaos. Now the whole party is separated. Now while we have the Sonchan army in one side, we've got Bornhold's army on the other side, but they're literally coming from opposite directions. And I think here we can assume that Bornhold is about to die, or he does get killed in the future. It doesn't really say it, but I think we can assume it does. And then we move on to Rand's point of view, and so here Rand was with Ingtar, and they were just trying to see how they were going to get out. Rand saw a bunch of lightning fireballs and a whole bunch of chaos, and he was just wondering how the hell I'm going to get out. And that's where Ingtar started speaking. Yeah, oh my god, bro. Ingtar was like, on the second read, this was so tough, bro. Ingtar randomly said that I was just told to let that pale man into Foldara. I never knew who that arrow was meant for. I never knew he was even going to shoot an arrow. I never knew if it was for the Amyrlin herself or it was actually for you. I just never knew. And then he also went on saying that how no one seemed to notice how the blight is advancing like continuously over time, how the shadow spawns are going to eventually take over, how everyone is pretty much going to die. So what is the point of just ignoring it? So why not just join the shadow, bro? And initially I thought this was like a flicker of his life, like a different kind of flicker. I thought he was going to be a dark friend, like it was like a different possibility. But I was reading this live, and then the chat told me that he was a dark friend, and I had to read it again after, and far help me, like it pisses me off so much because I always liked Ingtar. He was always a good character. He was like a proper companion, bro. Like when Rand ever needed help, Ingtar was there. Perrin, when he needed help, Ingtar was there. He literally was there to keep their secrets. He was like a real supporting character. He was also very brave. He took on the Myrddraal head on, but then again, it makes sense why the Myrddraal probably didn't kill him or whatever. But still, like, his attitude was always so good, bro. And yeah, bro, Ingtar, he pretty much confessed himself as a dark friend, bro. And then he was like to Rand, listen, after all this time, I finally realized, like, I've been in the wrong. I hope I still have a chance to redeem myself. So in that case, I guess there's only one thing left for me to do, and that is to, give the horn to you, and you are the true person who needs to advance forward, and I will be here protecting you. And that's where Ingtar had sacrificed himself, man, and that's wow, bro. Oh. Rand also at the end, he was like, may the light shine on you. Like, he still saw Ingtar as a friend at the end, despite what he was. And then, yeah, that's just tough, man. That's very tough. And when Rand got back to, Matt's, Perrin and Hurin, he was like to them, Ingtar is sacrificing his life for us, so we need to get out straight away. And then they're like, nah, listen, we can actually go and help Ingtar and stuff like that. But they were arguing for a long time until they noticed that they had two massive armies on two sides, you know what I mean? They had the Sonchan and the White Cloak. So Matt was like, listen, there is no option here but to, we could try to blow the horn. We could just try. And instead of trying, he literally did it, you know what I mean? Matt got out the horn and he blew the horn. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I was so hyped when this happened, bro, because I predicted that Matt was going to blow the horn. And bro, when this happened, holy moly, everything turned to mist all around. Like, it was like foggy and stuff like that. Even Bornhold, he realized how everything turned misty. There was like a beautiful sound, so beautiful it'll make you laugh, so beautiful it'll make you sad. I don't know, but I'm so interested to see how the horn is gonna sound in the show, bro. Anyway, now the army of the horn is actually not what I had expected. I thought it was gonna be like a big ass army, you know what I mean? But there were only 100 men, around 100 men, and bro, this was slowly building up. Rand literally, he knew who they were. He was telling them name by name, and I was like, oh, who are these people? Who are these people? Like, who are these people? Until he got to the man himself, the legend himself, the man who was like the biggest legend other than Luz Theron Tellerman, in my opinion, while reading the books. Mr. Arthur Hawkins. He was the one who was leading this army, and I was like, holy moly, macaroni, pepperoni, lemon squeezy. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying, but oh bro, that was absolutely wild, bro. Holy moly. Oh my god, I don't know what to say, but oh my god, I'm still so shook. Oh my god, bro. Yo, Arthur Hawkins is the one who leads the army of the Horn. I was so hyped, but I was actually so hyped, man. Like, I was like, yo, Arthur Hawkins? What? Anyway, so he had like a few people with him. I think some people were quite relevant. I forgot the names, but yeah, Arthur Hawkins came and then he was like to Rand, it's been a long time lose Theron, and yeah, bro. I think he also said that he fought him before, something like that, which raises some questions. He also said that he will not charged to anything unless he is following the banner of the dragon, and Rand had the banner the whole time, and that's where Perrin surprisingly took the banner. He wrapped it around a staff or something, and yeah, bro, that's where they charged at the armies, bro. And bro, Arthur Hawkins, he was leading the army. Perrin with the banner, bro, he was just with the banner, he was leading the army. And Matt, he was laughing with the horn, but he was blowing the horn, he was laughing. And bro, this comes back to Min's prophecy. Min, when she saw Matt, she was like, I see like a horn and whatever, and she also said a laughing man. I wonder what that means, but he was laughing right here. Oh my god. So while they were attacking the army, Rand suddenly disappeared. Suddenly he was in the sky, it seemed. Like, he saw Falme underneath him. He saw Arthur Hawkins' army attack these armies here. And bro, I don't know about Alzamon, but like, this villain will not go away, bro. This guy literally was the main villain for 2 straight books, bro. And this fight was actually really interesting, bro, and really epic at the same time, bro. Balzamon had a staff and Rand was using his sword, and they were going at it back and forth. This felt like an anime fight where one took the advantage and then the other one took the advantage. And this was very interesting because it was linked to the actual battle in Falme. So for example, when Rand had the upper foot, Arthur Hawkins' army would attack. If Balzamon had the upper foot, then the Sean Chan people would attack, like they would have the advantage. So I was here like, Rand, you need to win this fight, because if you lose, then the Sean Chan will win. So they were fighting, and Balzamon was talking a lot of shit, bro. He was shit talking the whole time, bro. He was like to Rand, listen, like, you might as well join me or I'm gonna destroy your whole town. That girl, the Egwene girl, like, there's no point in going back, like, you know what I mean? Like, only I could help you, stuff like that. And yo, Rand was just pissed off, bro. And Rand, he seeked the void this time. He seeked the void and Saidin, both together. He was getting stronger, and then he was like, listen, there's only one way I could beat this guy. And bro, before this happened, he said the most epicest shit ever. Like, my respect to Rand just went up and up and up after he said that, bro. So Rand was like to Balzamon, he said some epic stuff, right? It was like some crazy epic speech, and at the end he was like to Balzamon, come here and die. Like, he was inviting Balzamon to his death, bro. Like, Rand, bro, that was actually some epic shit. Like, that's something Nynaeve would say. Oh my god, Rand literally just went up in my character list, bro. And bro, holy moly. So what Rand did was he used his stance, some heron stance. So what this stance does is it exposes your body. It exposes you to any attack. So Rand literally had to sacrifice some of his body part, you know what I mean? And that's where Balzamon took advantage. He struck Rand at the side. Rand had a massive bruise, bro, something like that. He had a massive blow there. But then, while he did that, Rand countered with the Heron Blade, went right through Balzamon's heart, and bro, that's it, bro. That chapter ended there. Rand beat Balzamon. I don't know if it's done completely, but Rand has Balzamon now. I think it's done, bro. Now, coming to Min's point of view, Min, she was just trying to find Elayne and Nynaeve and Egwene, and then she saw Arthur Hawkins' army, and with Min's viewing thing, she knew it was Arthur Hawkins. And bro, Arthur Hawkins was he was defeating everyone. Like, he was just too strong. He driven out the Sean Chan. I think he beat the White Cloaks as well. And then yeah, Min just kept on searching, and then Min found Rand, bro. Rand was just somewhere random. He, no pun intended, but yeah, he was in a random place, and then on his side he had a massive bruise, and he was cold to the touch, bro. It was freezing, and his sword was also half melted as well. But then Amin was like, I need to take him somewhere safe. Oh yeah, she also saw a second heron mark on a different hand as well, bro. So this fulfills the prophecy that Tom had said earlier, how the dragon is properly actually reborn once the second heron mark is placed. So, oh holy moly. Anyway, so then Min takes her into a room, and then since he's cold, she's like, I need to warm him up. So she literally cuddles up with him under a blanket, and literally that's the worst time for Egwene to come in the room to see. Like, we could easily tell that Egwene was not happy. She was pissed off, like we could see, and that's where Egwene was like, Min, you know that Rand can't be with any of us, you know, he is dangerous and we can't really be with him. And then Min was like, speak for yourself, you're the one who ditched Rand to become a Sedai and to go to the White Tower. And bro, Egwene was quiet in the books, but come on, let's be honest, she was pissed off, bro. She just looked dead set at Min, bro. She wanted blood, bro. She wanted blood. But of course, like, I'm just being a bit, you know, I'm just too hyped with this. So then she's like, I'll just get Nynaeve, man, stuff you, bro. And yeah, bro, then Min was like to Rand, what the hell am I doing with someone like you, bro? And bro, just after that, Selene, like, from the descriptions we could easily tell that's Selene, bro. Selene comes into the room. She's like to Min, get out of my way, bro, that's my man, bro, get out of my way. And then she was next to Rand, and then she was like something, she said something like how Rand was always hers and how he will be hers. And she also said something like Ishamel, how he tried to control events but I think he failed. So I'm here thinking, is Ba'al-Zamor Ishamel or something like that? So I'm not entirely sure. I'm very interested to learn more about Ishamel. Anyway, at the end, Selene revealed herself as Lanfear. So that's, I think that was kind of obvious throughout the whole book that she was going to be Lanfear. And then she was like to Min, take care of her, you peasant, while I come back, bro. Yo, oh my god, Selene, or shall I say Lanfear, is so dangerously evil, bro. Still until to this date, every time I read about Selene or Lanfear, my heart skips a beat, bro. Like, she is just pure evil, man. We gotta stay away from girls like that, man. Holy moly, bro. And literally a few days later, Rand woke up. He has been sleeping for like days, bro. He woke up to see Min next to her. She was apparently taking care of her and stuff like that. And the first thing he says, like, where is Egwene? And Min got dirty, bro. You know, like, come on. I literally stood up against her for you to say that? Like, come on, man. Anyway, that's not that important. The important part is Moraine. Moraine is here. And that's where Moraine told Rand what happened. She gave Rand a picture of him fighting Ba'al-Zamor in the sky, and Rand was like, where did you get that? Burn that, burn that. And Min was like, well, there's no point because everyone kind of saw you fight the Dark One in the sky, and now you're pretty much spreading all around the world, man. And then Rand was traumatized. He also realized the second heron mark on his hand, so he was like, no way, the prophecy actually cannot be fulfilled like this. Moraine also showed Rand another seal to the Dark One's prison broken, bro. I don't know how much that is. Is it like 2 or 3 that's broken right now? So it's getting towards a point where the Dark One is getting more stronger and stronger, though. I mean, so the dragon needs to be reborn, and the prophecies are getting fulfilled at the moment. So very interesting. Now, when Rand went back, this part was so epic, bro. It gave me chills, bro. When Rand went back to the Shannara camp, everyone saw Rand and everyone straight away said, we will serve you. Even Masema, the one who hates Rand because he looks like an Aiel man, bro, he was like, I am all yours, you have my sword. And in my head, oh my god, bro, I pictured everyone in my head bowing down to Rand. They literally gave their life to Rand. Even Perrin, he was like, I want to be a part of this as well. Holy moly. And then Rand made his final decision at the end. I think we could all assume that he accepts the fact that he is the Dragon Reborn. And then the last chapter ends off with the word being spread out throughout the whole world, how the dragon has been reborn, how the dragon had summoned Arthur Hawkins himself. back. And yeah, that's what an ending to the book, bro. Holy moly, like the first book had a very confusing ending, the second book had a very epic ending. Holy moly, oh my god, what a book, what a book. You guys weren't joking, this book was crazy, man. Okay, let's quickly move on to some predictions. Now, my first one is Arthur Hawkins, man. We know that he leads the heroes of the Horn, yeah? We also know that the Horn will serve anyone if they're dark friends or not. So I'm here thinking, has Arthur Hawkins served any dark friend before? Do you know what I mean? So that's a question, because I think he did say he fought Luce Theron Tellerman before, so I wonder who blew it before. Did Ishamel blow it? I don't know why I said that, maybe because Celine said his name, or did he serve Celine? I have no idea. But another thing is, he said he will only follow the dragon with the banner, like he will follow the dragon's banner. But Ran wasn't there while they were in battle. Ran was in the sky battling Baal Zamond. So I'm here like, he followed Perrin. So does that mean that Perrin is the dragon, or could be the dragon reborn? Because we know that now we have this affinity thing where you can be taught to use the one power. So that might be a possibility, but I still think that there's a 90% chance that Rand is the dragon reborn. And yeah, I have no idea. Now my second prediction is Egwene. We clearly know that Egwene gave up on Rand. She is like all for the White Tower. She wants to become an Aes Sedai. We know that Moraine told the Amyrlin seat that Egwene herself has potential in becoming an Amyrlin seat. So I think Egwene sometimes in the future will become the next Amyrlin seat. So maybe that's the case. And I also think that Egwene might be the Green Arger, because the Green Arger seems to have husbands. So I just can't see Egwene not being with Rand, you know what I mean? And we also know that Elayne is going to share wives with her husband. So does that mean Elayne is also going... Nah, with Elayne, I think she's going to be Red Arger though. I think Elayne is going to be Red Arger, because that Elida was her influence her whole life, I think that'll make her red. But I think that's a decent move, because I think she will be the one to change things around. The Red Arger obviously hates men who could channel there. I think Elayne will be like their counter, or she will like make it ease or something like that. I think she will be a very critical Red Arger. And I think Nynaeve will somehow quit becoming Aes Sedai. I don't think Nynaeve will stay as an Aes Sedai or something like that, because I don't know, Nynaeve is just, I don't know what Nynaeve is going to be, but that's all the predictions I can think of. What a book. Again, this was like a roller coaster, these last 10 chapters. Very emotional at times, very exciting at times, very sad at times. What an ending, man. What an ending. I will give the whole book a 9 out of 10. What a book. From start to finish, it barely had any flaws. Wow, man, what a book. I just can't wait to start the Dragon Reborn now. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a big like. Comment down your thoughts below with no spoilers or no hints of any spoilers. And let me know what you guys thought of these last 10 chapters. And if you guys still have not subscribed, join the family and subscribe, man. We're shy of 800 subscribers. Let's get to 800 subscribers. And without further ado, I will see you guys next week. Actually, no, not next week. We're going to be on break next week. The week after, we will continue the Dragon Reborn. So until next time, I will see you for the Dragon Reborn. Take care now. Bye.